What up, YouTube? My first time ever going live on YouTube, but I wanted to test it out. I have 110 subscribers and made a lot of content that has got some great viewership. Just wanted to say thank you to all the people on my subscribe list, having some fun, doing some fun stuff. I have some projects in the works that are going to be fun. Looking forward to it. My other YouTube page called Real or No Reels has has made its way to the point that there's some growth from that podcast, and there will be some change and move to my new podcast. Still determining the name. Somehow it plays on the name Wires, but it's going to be cool stuff. It's all good stuff that I like to talk about. I like to talk about science. I like to talk about space. I like to talk about family stuff. I like to talk about mental health. Obviously, comedy. Comedy is the mortar between the bricks. I like to say it's been a major milestone in my life to do comedy because it has taken away a lot of the challenges of some of the things that I used to have a lot of trouble with dealing with in life. Comedy has given me some rose colored glasses to see the world in a different light by not being so rigid on so many topics and so many personalities and people's choices and all kinds of things going on. I used to be involved in, following politics to a degree that was probably unhealthy. I used to have certain characteristics in people that I used to find not not something that, made sense to me at the time. But I've learned to grow and realize that these are how people this is how people express themselves in life, and that we are all lucky to be part of this whole journey, and some of the things that, I cherish, other people won't cherish. Like I said, being in comedy and having the experience to talk to people in a setting where I get to read a crowd and make them laugh depending on what style of humor, the space, the town, the area, the demographic, right? Because you never know where you're going to be. I mean, my geographical area is New England, and I love New England. Don't get me wrong, go Celtics. But I get to travel around the world, and I get to go to places like I was just recently in Canada. I was just recently in Las Vegas doing comedy. And with that, what's up, Jasher? The thing for me is I get to see the demographic and have a great time doing what I do by expressing myself in certain ways that that crowd will understand, right? I went to El Paso, Texas. That was fantastic. Now, when I fly into a city, Tommy Wires, when I fly into a city, um, I always like to research what's going on in that city, or what's a funny law, or what's a funny, something funny going on in that kind of town. And I always said to myself, what does El Paso stand for, right? And so I looked it up in Spanish, and it means the Northwest Passage. So right then and there, I wrote a joke about the fact that we had, this was 2, 3 years ago. There was a major political stance with border crossings, and that was one of the epicenters. So my joke, hey, what's going on, Carter? my one of my jokes was basically like, how are you going to be mad at a group of people trying to travel to our country if you name your town the Northwest Passage? Where would you go if you were looking for a place to go? What's up, Jackson? So it's like, these are the type of things. But I just want to let everybody know, never done a live. This is my first live. And I just want to say thank you, everybody that has followed me. Thank you, everybody that's been on my pages, that have liked, seen my reels, seen my stuff. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna jump on here once in a while and just meet some cool people like Jackson Carter. Who else we got on here? Jaster. Um, Thanks for stopping in and watching, man. I appreciate it. Um, yeah. Anyways, it's rainy, it's crappy in New England. I hope it's nice where you live. Peace out. Have a great day. And hopefully soon I'm gonna be kicking off with my new podcast. My old podcast was Real or No Reels. I will add that into the I don't even know how to put messages on here. I wish I did. Anyways, it's Real or No Reels, REAL um ORNOREELZ. Real or No Reels. Have some good content, good stuff to talk about. Feel free to pop over to that, watch some funny stuff, and yeah, thank you all for sticking around and watching my live, I guess. Peace.